Hey guys, in today's video we'll be talking about the upcoming heat wave along with the apparently paused jet stream, and not only that, there will be practically an Uno reverse on the United States here, as California is supposed to be cooling down a little bit along with getting some moisture. Well, practically everyone here is about to get some moisture as the jet stream stops. The warm air is going to move up into the United States and really bring in those strong to severe storms, as we can see here. And so basically what's going to be happening is that this typhoon all the way in Alaska is gonna apparently stop the jet stream, and when it comes back, what seems to be a cold front is gonna move through the United States, bringing in a big trough into what seems like you wouldn't see some severe storms. And like we've seen in the past, it seems like September and October seem like to be some severe weather months, because if the spring is tornado season, then the fall should be too. Now let's move on into the video. Okay, so here we are looking at the Midwest, and as we can see, some pretty above normal standards for mid/late September here. So this is Saturday evening, still Saturday evening. Let's move on to when it really starts moving in. Now this is Sunday the 18th, as we can see all over here. 84 degrees. Oh, sorry. Let me move that back. Alright, here we go. 86 degrees down in Detroit, all across the area. 85. Just a lot of upper 80s for most people. Now let's look down into Oklahoma and all those places real quick. Okay, right now you're looking at the central U.S. This is where this heat wave is really going to be impacting. As you can see, these are temperatures going into the mid to upper 90s, and it only gets worse from here, folks. Upper 90s to 100-degree weather. Something you don't typically see at this time of year when it's supposed to be cooling down. Well, we are not done with it yet. As you can see, it is just getting extremely hot, and it's going to be like this for several days, as we can see. Some areas reaching 101 degrees. Now that is just impressive. I mean, while I'm looking at this, if you're going to be outside, make sure to bring out plenty of water. This heat wave is definitely really bad. But oh, here we go. You see that? 75, 71 degree temperatures running right into 100 degree temperatures. And the next day, let me see if this is daytime. 70 degree temperatures. And then it just heats up again, just like so. But there is some relief on the way. Definitely a little better here. Now let's move back to the Midwest. Okay, here we are. This is the temperature. Well, oh, sorry, I've already checked that out. Sorry. As we can see, we are now looking at the dew point. Let's continue on this run. As we can see, pretty standard, not really wintry, but kind of start of fall-y. But as we can see, there is the warm front here. Monday, could see a marginal risk here, but as you can see, down on that little border down there, 70 degree dew points. I'll get to you guys in a second. Let me just handle with Michigan real quick. But as you can see, boom, and then all of a sudden, all you see are just these huge dew points, and just like that, it's over. Look at that. We could be seeing a dry line here, moving in. And look at, this is like, you're gonna need chapstick-like weather. So, I'd say if you want to go swimming, I'd do it this weekend. And I repeat, this weekend. This might be your final weekend to catch in some swimming and summer-like activities. So make sure to get outside. I mean, 70 degree, upper 60 to 70 degree dew points. That is impressive. With all that, let's go look at the heat index, actually. So let's look at that now. Okay, so here's the heat index. Let me just look at this. Alright, so as we can see, here's this weekend. Just beautiful in the 80s. Woohoo! But you can see it's gradually getting warmer, and then it's like, oh, it's over. And here it comes. Boom! 90-degree weather in Michigan in September. This is not like what happened that 1 week. No. That was near the beginning of September. We are nearing the end of middle September. As we can see, 89-degree weather all across Michigan on Wednesday evening, I think. So I need everyone to have water, especially, because what we are seeing is really weird. Like, down over here, 96 degrees. It's almost fall. But and then all we see, don't even ask. How is that possible? I mean, just look at this. And then it just warms up again because the cold front is over. It starts moving back into fall-like weather. But that's just so weird how it's so beautiful and how quick it gets near 30 degrees. In the Upper Peninsula, we are reaching freezing temperatures over here on the tip here. And into Canada, you're going to be reaching 30 degrees. This isn't official because we're going pretty far out into the Euro. But this is just huge temperature difference. I mean, we are looking at the weekend here. Very, very chilly. But if we look at what happened in the middle of the week, it's 90 degrees. This is the most Michigan thing you will ever see. I promise you that. There was one time, there was like a slight risk in effect for Michigan in the middle of April, and then it started snowing. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Michigan is a really weird place. Michigan is a real wild card when it comes into weather. But let's go take a look at that cape, because I know what you're thinking. Dew point temperature, Caden, you've always told us this means cape. And let's go take a look at that real quick. Alright, now we are going to be talking about you, little border of Illinois, Kentucky, and all that. But here's the cape. You know, it seems like really nice right now, and the reason why I bring it even a little lower is for a reason. As you can see, here's some cape flowing in here, and whoa, what are we seeing here? You are seeing some impressive stuff. Here, let me move this real quick. Alright, Kentucky, look at you. But I don't think this means severe weather. I mean, actually, you know what? Yeah. This means severe weather for you. Even going into Michigan, you should see marginal risk in Michigan. This is Sunday evening. As you can see, if I click here, it's going to be different for you guys. Tornado risk. Alright, the supercell index is 15.1 with capes reaching into the lower 3000s. Very, very impressive. Now let's move back into the Michigan territory. I forgot to tell you, there is now a slight risk in place on the day 3 over here. We'll be taking a look at that in a very moment. Alright, here we are here. Now, as we can see, it kind of dies down a lot. I mean, after that, 1,000 capes reaching Michigan, you guys are like, Caden, where's the severe weather? Let me remind you, right now we are on Monday. Right now we are entering Tuesday. As you can see, this is when the heat kind of dies down a little bit back into the 80s. But Wednesday evening, here we go. As we can see, this is Wednesday morning, already cape reaching into here. Instability in the morning. Like, we're talking bus stop hours at like 7 o'clock in the morning. When, like, you're outside, you could see your kids at the bus stop. So give me a second here to get to the so give me a second. Alright, let me just leave off to where I was left off at. Alright, so here we are. You may be thinking, oh, look over there, there's our cape over there, hey. Don't believe that's where the main threat is. You will see in a second. Especially since this is the morning hours. That, as you can see, it kind of dies off, but boom! Holy moly! We are talking about higher capes than what was happening down there. 3,000, like, what in the world is this cape, Caden? This is insane. Well, we need more time to look at this. Do not confirm this yet. But this is definitely something to watch. as we start ending off the season. We could be even seeing some naders. We still need more time on that too. But if you were in Grand Rapids, especially going down over here into Ohio, like all of this area, and let me move this a little bit over there. There we go. As we can see, it even goes down into here, 3,000 Cape. But I'll show you in a moment all the thermos stuff. So give me a second. Welcome to the under layers of the Euro and all of this. This is stuff you probably won't understand other than me. I know a little bit of this. This is a very confusing. I know you're looking at this and going, Caden, what in the world is all of this? Well, this is a good portion of Michigan here, is what we've selected, that I've selected for this. So as we can see, there's a, I don't know how to read this yet, but we need more time on this. I know something about this tells you about tornadoes, but you may be wondering, Caden, what's going on down there? Let me scroll down a second. Here's the tornado index of what layers of tornadoes you'll be seeing. It basically is saying you'll see some EF1 to EF0 tornadoes. Now, Caden, what about this supercell stuff and hail stuff? Yeah, I know. This is insane. I'm telling you, I have not seen something like this in a while. So I'm going to be looking at this with you guys. This is the supercell thingy. I'm going to call this supercell index is 18.8. So I know on the Euro, on Pivotal Weather, you cannot see the supercell thing like you can on the GFS and some other models. You still can in this thing. You can see the thing right over here. 3,000 Cape. That is extremely impressive. We'll be seeing more people talking about this soon, like AccuWeather, the Weather Channel. I mean, Ryan Hall has already even talked about this, and I believe Reed Timmer is about to talk this really soon too. But this is just all very impressive. I mean, look at these temperatures rising into the atmosphere and kind of cooling off around here. As you can see, right up here, very, very high into the atmosphere. It kind of cools off. Now, the dew point, as you can see, it also, so dry, cool air from, I'd say, here to here, with like, you know, here's like where you usually see, I think, storms. I don't know how to read all this yet, guys, so don't quote me on anything when I'm using this thing. But I've kind of started learning more about it. But let's move back to some stuff you've seen before. And we are back into the Michigan area over here and all these states, you know. Very impressive, as we've just seen. I'm trying to figure out what I want to see. Oh, right, shear. I'll get to you guys on that right now. Alright, the final ingredient into this perfect stormy weather is the shear. As we can see here, we are all this is the Euro on the 12Z. As we can see, there is some shear, you know, it's going to be a little windy, but this will all get good and set into place. This is Monday. As you can see, there's good shear for that storm area down over there, as you can see. So I'd say we could see an enhanced risk down over here later into the future, and maybe even a moderate risk, but not my call, SPCs. As we can see here, there's more and more shear building up into Michigan here, and when it comes into time, this is the time frame here when severe weather starts trying to max out. As you can see, this is perfect. So as you can see, this is all really perfect and coming into place. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this. It's just all running into this really perfect balanced air for storms. And here comes some very serious wind. So while you guys are all concentrated down here on the storms that are building up, here comes the official cold air. That is so much shear, and it's going to bring down those temperatures a lot. And we'll let temperatures be in the 40s some days, you know? But as that trough lifts upward into the New England areas, which I don't feel as worried about, we see less potential for severe storms. Now let's move on to wind gusts. Now, as we talk about more, all the severe storms isn't the only threat here for damaging winds. I mean, with all that shear, you know it will bring in some really, really high winds. So as you can see, it's really beautiful. This is the beginning of the day in Michigan, and whoa! What just happened? It went from a beautiful summer-like day on Wednesday morning, and then we reached the afternoon, like we're talking like when school is almost gonna be out. All you see is this. I mean, this is really, really impressive. I mean, wind gusts are really powerful, and I've seen them do some damage before. Now, I went a little too far out ahead, but as we can see, this is, oh, it broke. Alright, here we go. So here's Wednesday. I mean, what in the world over here? Here, let me move this up just a smidge. As you can see on the Great Lakes here, if you are on the sea, whoo, you will definitely be expecting to see some tropical storm-like wind gusts. And that just expands down even more. 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts? That is crazy winds. You could be seeing power outages down here in the south. Like, these are, like, storm-like winds. So this is kind of, I mean, over here in Lake Superior, you can't see this, but it's almost reaching severe storm potential. Here we go. This is the farthest I can go up for you guys. What? Now, time for the last and final thing we're going to talk about. Tropical Storm Fiona. Alright, let's move on to the National Hurricane Center. As we can see, we are now looking at the Hurricane Prediction Center over here. Now, this is some crazy stuff, as you can see. Here's disturbance, 0 chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours. Here, I'm going to expand this out for you guys. Just give me a second. Okay, this is a little bit better for you guys. So, 10% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours. Really low, but we are talking about Fiona. Let's move on to the details for her. So, as we can see, most likely arrival time for tropical storm force, you know, just a lot of stuff. As we can see, I'll put this into a better look for you guys. Alright, let's take a quick look real quick. Alright, here we go. Here's a better look for you guys. It is expected to become a hurricane over here on top of the Caribbean, but it's supposed to keep storm strength all across here, as you can see. And it probably won't reach hurricane status until it hits over here. Now, this could do one of two things. Now, according to this, it is quite unlikely it's gonna go right into the Gulf, but it can do one of two things. Right off into the three things actually. So it can either go right out, maybe hitting Bermuda, but it could either go out this way, or it can go right up along the coast, or what one of the Euro things said, it was gonna do a loop-de-loop like this and then go becoming like a really, it looked like a major hurricane over here, and then like go straight into North Carolina. So we're gonna need a better look at that in a second. So let's go take a look at arrival time. Okay, as you can see here, this is pretty self-explanatory. Arrival time of the storm. As you can see here, so the more warm like your color is, the more likely you are to be actually impacted by a severe storm. So I'm gonna go take a, so here you go, here's my mouse, hi. We're gonna be, so here it is right now, basically 100% chance you're gonna be getting hit by this really strong storm. But it loses potential over here for getting hit because nothing here is official. So this is pretty self-explanatory. You can pause the video to double check it. Alright, that is it for today's video. No, this is just a really cool map. I find pretty satisfying. So this is going to be at the end of today's video. Expect updates on this storm system as we get closer and closer. Now, I want everyone to have a fantastic weekend. Sorry, Alaska, I forgot to talk about you. I don't think I have any Alaskans watching, but you're supposed to get pretty down bad over there. For like 50-foot waves. But yeah. I hope to talk about this more with you guys in the future. If you have any questions for me, I'll put it into the comment section. But if I can't do that, because some videos will not allow it, I'll have to I forgot what it was. Alright. I'll put the Discord in the description or the comment section. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.